So Peleus brings down over here amazing. He says, "V'lachen ha'ish hayared Hashem lo yehech al kol mishvei kanot v'lo yeshev b'mashal letzim." He says a person, therefore, he wants to grow in Avodat Hashem. He wants to grow in the. He says, "Be careful who you hang out with." You know, all the successful people. If you go ask them and this, that, what do they all tell you? Tell me who you're hanging out with, and I'll see how successful you are. You understand? Because most of the people, you have to understand, it's automatically a person get influenced by his surroundings. It's fact. Rambam says even, if a person lives in a generation where the Majnun people out there, crazy people out there, live in a cave. Why live in a cave? Live in a separate, secluded area. Why? Says, you know what the answer is? Because a human being is automatically nimshach amongst his surroundings. It's inevitable. Therefore, Peleus brings down, if a person's Yireh Shamayim, don't hang out with people that's going to bring you down. Hang out with people that's going to bring you up. Therefore, what do? Get close to the Rabbanim, get close to people in the shul, they're good people. או ילך אל החביב יקם, או ישב בדד בביתו לעשות מעלתו מן השמיים. ובאיזה פעם מוכרח לשב בחברה מפני דרכי שלום ודומה, יהיה כאילו יותר פיו. Says, let's say if a guy, he has to hang out with a certain group of people. You have to hang out with a certain group of people. What are you going to do? You have an affair, you have to go to a simcha, an occasion, and now they put you on the guest list amongst people, mamash, not a shame, but like, you know, oh my God, they're so... Be careful, don't open your mouth to start conversation. I remember I was at a wedding one night. They put me sitting 5 years back, I was sitting next to a guy, his name was Joe something, I don't want to mention his last name, guy's in the 70s, and he's telling me, literally, I couldn't believe what he's telling me. Oh, so what do you do? He tells me, what do you do? So I had to come, I say, I don't want to start conversation. Okay, he tells me, what do you do? So I tell him, Rabbi, this, that. So he says, oh, you're a rabbi. Oh, man, Rabbi, I have to confess my aved. Oh, then he starts telling me, I go out with goyot. I go, oh, and he's telling me what he does. Rabbi, I confess to you. I was like, what are you talking about? He's telling me my ears again. I had to go to the mikveh 10 times after. What happened? You see, Peleus, he's bringing out a situation. If you have this situation like this, don't start an initiative, a conversation. Now, if you want to mekarev the guy, something else. Mekarev the guy, pull him in, this, that. But sometimes the guy mekarevs you. He starts mekareving you. He says, oh, Rabbi, you want to hang out? Don't worry, I have the best. I own a crazy restaurant. Don't worry, it's kosher. He wants you to go. Meanwhile, half the thing is taref, half the thing. So therefore, Peleus is bringing down a person's situation like this. The best thing is, firstly, is hang out with good people. Make sure you surround yourselves with good people. That's A. That's A. Who's your friends? My friends are good people. Tell me who your friends are. Tell me who your friends are. I'll tell you who you are. Right? You're something. You ever hear that? Say, tell me who your friends are. I'll tell you who you are. And that's it, man. That's the truth. That's the truth. And the second thing Peleus is telling you, he says, and if for whatever reason is you're in an occasion or things like that, you have to be. So always be careful. Be on guard. Don't let them mitameh your whole hashkafa of situations. Okay, again, if you want to mekarev the guy, you want to bring him close to the guy, you want this, you want something else. But already just to stam a heki balash and things like that, he says, be careful, because at the end of the day, a person will get influenced by his surroundings. Whether it'll take, and that's why Rabbi Victor Miller says a lot of times, well, I don't know with this, but Rabbi Miller says a lot of times, it's kedai, sometimes a person, him and his family, a guy came over to me, he lives on my block. He tells me he wants to figure out a situation where to live. Him and his family, he has 6 kids. I was like, well, what's the question where you live? Make sure you live in a makom torah. He says, no, but Rabbi, it's cheaper in this place. I can get a crazy house, 2 acres of land with a crazy pool, diving board, and a slide for the same price of a 20 by 100 lot over here. So it's like, you're not understanding, Habibi, what's the point of life? The point of life is to grow in Torah and the mitzvot, grow close to Hashem. A guy's going to go in the boondock, he can go to an area where there's no Torah and buy, you're right, they'll buy for the same price a crazy 2-acre lot land, but there's no Torah. There's no Torah. How many people that we see in our lives that were in our community, they moved out of the community, they moved out of the Jewish community to save a few dollars to get a crazy house and this, that, and now look at them now. They hardly keep kosher. They hardly keep kosher because there's one kosher supermarket that sells Manischewitz on Pesach, so they have to hold that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? After that, he has to check for the ingredients. Is it kosher? Is it not? I don't know, whatever. And therefore, no matter what the price is, no matter what the price is. At the end of the day, even if it's a smaller lot, and even if it's not so convenient, it's better for you because, like the Peleans is saying, you will get influenced. So you, your children, your grandchildren, all in that sviva. And therefore, he brings down, it's very, very careful to surround yourselves among good people that's going to elevate you and not vice versa.